In a world where royalty meets runway, where tradition collides with modern-day love stories, and where the most unexpected of settings become stages for history in the making, Sydney's Australian Fashion Week was suddenly swept into a royal whirlwind. Among the flashing cameras and glamorous catwalks, a strikingly familiar figure was spotted: Count Nikolai of Denmark, the charismatic nephew of Queen Mary, Denmark's Australian-born queen consort. But it wasn't his own presence that stole the show. It was the intimate, heartfelt moment when Count Nikolai was seen proudly capturing photos of his longtime girlfriend, Benedikte Thoustrup, as she lit up the fashion scene with grace, poise, and a commanding confidence that rivaled the models on the runway. It was a moment of raw affection, support, and youthful joy, one that has captured the attention of royal watchers, fashion aficionados, and romantics around the world. So, what makes this quiet, tender moment so important? Why is the image of a young royal, once destined for a life within the grand Danish court, standing in a crowd of fashion lovers with a camera in hand, so symbolic? It all happened in the stylish heart of Sydney, where the 2025 edition of Australian Fashion Week attracted designers, models, influencers, and industry powerhouses. But it wasn't just about the clothes this time. There, in the front row, or rather, slightly behind it, in a quiet moment only the observant few noticed, was Count Nikolai, casually but immaculately dressed, eyes gleaming with pride, holding his phone in both hands as he snapped photos of Benedikte Thoustrup. To the untrained eye, it may have seemed like just another boyfriend supporting his partner. But to those who knew the significance, this moment was packed with symbolism. Nikolai, once the seventh in line to the Danish throne, had recently been stripped of his princely title, a royal decision made by his grandmother, Queen Margrethe II, in a controversial effort to streamline the monarchy. The move sent ripples through Denmark and beyond. But in Sydney, none of that mattered. What mattered was love. Here was a royal no longer bound by the trappings of court, finding joy and freedom in a foreign country, cheering on the woman he adores. Born in August 1999, Count Nikolai William Alexander Frederick is the eldest son of Prince Joachim of Denmark and his first wife, Alexandra, Countess of Frederiksberg. From the start, Nikolai's life has been marked by transitions. Though raised within the royal family, he has long been known for his desire to carve out a life of his own, one shaped not by duty, but by dreams. In 2018, he made headlines when he walked the runway at Paris Fashion Week for Dior, an unexpected but bold step for someone with royal lineage. His modeling career was controversial in royal circles, but widely praised in the fashion world for breaking the mold. It marked the beginning of his journey as a modern royal renegade, a noble young man redefining what it means to live with a royal past and a personal future. When Queen Margrethe decided in 2022 to remove the princely titles from her grandchildren through Prince Joachim, including Nikolai, it sparked debate, cheers, and even family friction. But for Nikolai, it also opened the door to further freedom. In Australia, far from the palaces of Denmark, he now embraces life as simply Count Nikolai, student, model, and boyfriend. So who is the elegant blonde woman who so effortlessly captured Count Nikolai's heart? Benedikte Thoustrup may not be royal by blood, but she's every bit the embodiment of modern aristocracy: educated, poised, ambitious, and self-assured. A longtime partner of Nikolai's, she has stood by him through the media frenzy, family transitions, and the weight of royal expectations. The pair met while studying at her Lufsholm School, Denmark's elite boarding school, and later pursued their education in Paris. They have since continued to grow both personally and professionally. Benedikte even started a sustainable fashion brand and has become a familiar face in Denmark's evolving eco-conscious fashion industry. At Australian Fashion Week, she didn't just accompany Nikolai, she shone on her own. Whether it was through panel appearances, fashion showcases, or simply her style presence, Benedikte confirmed what many already knew: she's a star in her own right. This year's Australian Fashion Week took place in Sydney's buzzing Carriageworks venue, showcasing designers from across the Asia-Pacific. But amid the bold patterns and high-octane fashion shows, something quieter captivated onlookers. The sight of Count Nikolai and Benedikte mingling with guests, smiling softly at one another, and enjoying the show not as royal elites but as young lovers, felt refreshingly genuine. Their understated yet stylish appearance reflected the evolving dynamic between royalty and celebrity culture. Gone are the days when royals were distant, unreachable figures. Today, They mingle with the people. They pose for selfies, attend fashion events, and post Instagram stories. In Australia, Queen Mary's homeland, this moment felt like a homecoming of sorts. Though Nikolai is not Mary's son, he shares a deep family connection to her, and his presence at such a landmark fashion event brought the Danish royal story full circle. Born Mary Elizabeth Donaldson, the Australian-born commoner who became Crown Princess, and later Queen Mary of Denmark, has long been a symbol of elegance and transformation. Her journey from Sydney to the throne is legendary, and her popularity remains high both in Denmark and in Australia. As Queen Mary celebrated her new title alongside King Frederick X, the appearance of her nephew Nikolai on Australian soil was more than symbolic, it was an emotional nod to Mary's roots. Even if not officially linked through titles, the family ties remain strong. Nikolai and Mary have shared warm moments in the past. Their connection, though quieter than the headlines suggest, is one of mutual respect. Mary has spoken of the importance of giving young royals space to find their own paths, something Count Nikolai seems to be doing with quiet brilliance. Count Nikolai's choice to step back from traditional royal roles and embrace modeling, education, and international travel mirrors a broader shift in how younger royals approach their identities. This new generation, including Princess Leonor of Spain, Princess Elizabeth of Belgium, and even Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, are no longer satisfied with scripted lives. They want impact, freedom, and authenticity. By taking a photo of his girlfriend with a smile on his face, Nikolai told the world a story without saying a word, one of support, mutual respect, and youthful confidence. No protocol, no staged poses, just genuine admiration for a woman he loves. Social media lit up as the photos circulated. "He's so proud of her," one fan tweeted. "That's what we love to see. Young love, supportive, and real," wrote another. Danish newspapers took note, with many praising the Count for embracing a balanced life that respects his royal roots while honoring his personal choices. In Australia, where royal stories often carry an extra layer of local pride, many felt this moment reminded them of Queen Mary's fairy-tale rise, and how her family continues to leave a mark. Both Benedikte and Nikolai have quietly become style icons, with their looks carefully studied and emulated across Europe and now Australia. Nikolai's minimalist Scandinavian fashion sense, clean lines, tailored blazers, and neutral tones, contrasts beautifully with Benedikte's soft, feminine style infused with Danish design and eco-conscious brands. Their couple style, elegant, intentional, and trend-aware, cements their place as the royal couple to watch. Though their appearance at Fashion Week was brief, it may signal a bigger shift. Are they preparing for a larger public role? Could they become fashion ambassadors, brand collaborators, or even the next royal influencers redefining European monarchy? What's clear is this: Count Nikolai is no longer just a royal in the background. With Benedikte by his side, he is stepping confidently into a spotlight of his own making, one filled with purpose, partnership, and authenticity. As fashion lights dimmed and Australian Fashion Week drew to a close, the world was left with one image burned in its mind: a Danish royal, smiling behind a phone, capturing the woman he loves with pure joy. In that fleeting moment, Count Nikolai showed us something timeless, that love, support, and quiet dignity will always be in style. But what do you think? Is Count Nikolai the face of the future royal generation, a modern man forging his own path, one heartfelt photo at a time? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exclusive royal moments.